Hello YouTubers, welcome back to the Great Raimondo Outdoors. I recently received a direct message on my social media channel, right? It was Facebook actually. Right now, I won't mention any names or anything like that, right? But it basically says, you think you're some poor messenger with all these product reviews and wild camping videos, but I recently saw Paul Messner pack a full wild camping loadout into a 22-litre backpack. I bet you can't do that. Really? I'll go one further than that, mate. Here's how I get my full winter wild camping loadout into a 20-litre backpack. Let's go. Okay then guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you inside. We're going to the Candelorian's lab, i.e. my conservatory. Alright, I'm going to take you through this full loadout. You know, the kit I'm wearing, what's loaded in the back, you know, and how I managed to get a full winter loadout into this tiny little Osprey Daylight Plus 20-litre backpack, by including a bit of warm food, snacks, and some alcohol to enjoy a couple of drinks once I'm settled down in my tent. Alright, let's get into the lab and crack on from there. Okay then guys, so we're in the Candelorian's lab now, right, the conservatory. So with this being a winter loadout, of course I'm going to be wearing my winter gear. Alright, so first and foremost I'm going to have my hiking poles, because it gets very slippy in the mud, you know, the snow. You need to make sure that we get a good purchase when we're out hiking and on our destination to our wild camping spot. Gloves, Gore-Tex gloves for maximum protection and warmth. Alright, I made a mistake on a last snow camp where I actually just wore my normal rab gloves. They did me good for maybe an hour, but once they got soaked and cold, mate, thought I was going to end up with frostbite in my fingers. Right, lesson learned there. Straight out and purchased a good set of Gore-Tex gloves. Alright, woolly hat, right, I'm not going to lie, this comes off fast normally, right, but put it on when I get out of the car, I start walking, 10-20 minutes in, I'm way too hot, and I'll take my hat off normally. My gloves might come off depending on how warm it is. I might even get my waterproof jacket off, because I'll always hike in with just a waterproof jacket, a very light layer, because I don't put anything warm on when I'm hiking. I sweat really easy, I hit it really easy, so I keep my warm kit for when I get into the actual campsite itself. Right, so I'm literally going to be having this, and I've only got a t-shirt on underneath here. Right, typically I'll have a base layer on there, something wicking, probably merino, alright, just to wick it off as well. I'll wick all the sweat off us, because like I say, I get hot easy and I sweat, and you know, I'll break this jacket off as well. If it's not blasting down with rain, it's not soaking wet, if it's not snowing too heavy, I'll leave the jacket off and I'll just crack on in my base layer and gloves, and I'll put the gloves and the hat into the pockets so they're there if I need them. So down bottom, what I've got, I always like to wear my Adidas Terex stretch. They're a real stretch material, these. I absolutely love them. They're made specifically for hiking, but they're super light as well. They're very comfortable, stretchy, you know, and they just give you that ability when you're up on the hills. If you do have to do a little bit of scrambling, you know, you're not going to struggle with these. They'll stretch, they don't stick or confine you or restrict you in any way. I love them. And another massive plus of these is I don't particularly like to wear waterproof pants. I do wear the jacket, but I rarely wear waterproof pants. I just can't get away with them. Like I said, they're too restrictive when you're scrambling, etc. Alright, so these pants, because they're so light and so thin, they're brilliant for drying out really, really quick. And down here, the boots that I've got on, these are the RevolutionRace Phantom Mid Pros. I love these boots. I love these boots. You know, if you don't know anything about these boots, I have done a review on these, so pop over and check that out. I'll put a link in the description about these boots, but yeah, I love these. These are great for all weathers. Alright, so when I'm on the move in the winter, this is my typical setup, and this is what I'm going to be wearing. Okay then guys, now that I've seen what I'm going to be wearing when I'm out on a winter wild camp, well, on a mission to get to the campsite, alright, I'm going to get out of this now because I'm melting John here. It's roasting, proper full-blown Susan boiling. So I'm going to get out of all this kit, alright. We'll dump the backpack. I'm going to lay a tarp out on the floor of the Candelorian lab here, and then we'll start getting into the kit itself, and I'll show you what's going to be coming along for this winter wild camp in the 20 litre Osprey Daylight Plus backpack. Whew. Okay guys, I'm glad I got out that stuff because, like I said, it's swarming here. It's a bit George Michael, a bit swarm rap, right? But let's get into the kit. So I've just got a little top on the floor, just so I've got something to lay everything out on for you. But before we start with pack, like I said, for the purpose of this video and demonstration, I'm using the Osprey Daylight Plus. It's a 20 litre pack, right? It's not a waterproof pack, right? Now, to save space, I haven't individually waterproofed every single item in here. You know, some stuff's got waterproof protection on it, but not everything, right? So what I've done, I've just got this cheap little Unigear backpack cover, you know, up to 20 litres. It costs about £8 from Amazon, and what a great little job this does. Brilliant. But that fully protects your whole backpack from the elements and rain. It's got, just comes, you know, it's got a couple of little clips on there. You clip that on, unclip that bit there, unclip that bit there as well. Alright, and then it just comes off like that, and you can remove it, and you see it's even had the wine protected and the water bottle protected. Don't pop that out of the way there, alright, but everything in there is fully waterproof due to that. Okay then, so now I know that the pack itself is fully waterproof, I know what the next question on everybody's lips is going to be, how much does it weigh? Right, now I'm going to tell you the truth, I don't know. I don't normally weigh my kit, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop it on the scales here now, and I'm going to let you know, let's get it up. I don't know, it's not going to be ultralight because none of my kit is ultralight. 8.6 kilos, right, that's 8.6 kilos, but that includes wine and it includes a full litre of water. Now let's take that out. Right, let's see. 6.47 kilos without the wine and water. Alright, so there you go. Really, that's almost considered ultralight, isn't it? I don't know. There's don't know what the actual levels are, but if you look on Wickepedia, there's levels about, you know, if it weighs X amount, then it's lightweight. If it weighs X amount lower, then it's ultralight. Now I think it's got to be between 8 and 12 kilos or something like that to be considered lightweight while camping, and ultralight is something under 6.5. But I don't know if that's exact. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll check Wikipedia for you and I'll put it down there in the description what the levels, the official levels of weights are. But yeah, you know, 8 and a bit kilos with drink and water, take them out. 6 and a bit kilos, pretty good. And a 20 litre backpack. Right, and guys, now we know that this kit is fully waterproof, right? We know what the weight is, right? This next bit, I'm just going to run through it. I'm not going to stop, right? Because I know there's people out there, if I stop and I edit, people are just going to say, oh, when you were stopping, you were putting stuff in and taking it back out. Anybody can do that, blah, 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 right? So I'm not going to do that, right? I'm literally one take going to run through this, warts and all, right? So if I make any hash ups, I'm gonna, you just have to bear with us, you know. That's how it is. But for the purpose of demonstration, so you guys know that this is a legit 20 litre wild camping winter loadout setup, I'm going to just run with it and go for it. All right. So here we go. Right. Obviously, navigation wise, phone, I'll use the OS apps at all times on the phone, but I do carry an actual silver compass in here, military grade as well, which I'll show you when I start unloading it. And I've also got my top of the range Phoenix 7X Solar something, whatever that is, with full navigation on there as well. I'm not getting lost out on the hills, I promise you that. Okay, phone, watch backup, worst case scenario, anything happens to these, electronics die if there's a nuclear storm or something like that, then I have got myself a compass. That'll probably be knackered as well because of the magnetic stuff coming around from the attack of the Candelorians, right? So here we go. First, right, most important thing, alcohol. I did promise on this loadout there'll be alcohol. Full bottle of wine. Now obviously my Mountain Hills, I wouldn't take that bottle of wine, but I just wanted to show you that it fits, right? I would decant that, right, and it will put it into just a proper little like Mountain Wells kettle or something like that is what I normally take, right? So wine, we can get a bottle of wine in for a few drinks, right? Now obviously I make YouTube videos. Charger, right? Additional charger. I can use that for my phone or my camera, right? That'll give me a full charge on my phone or full charge on my camera. Actually, I think it does like 1.5 charges on my camera and 1 on my phone, right? But quite easy. I can put it. I've got one of them, and I can fit on there easy. I can have 2 of them, no problem. Wine, battery charger, right? Heating, right? I told you last time I went out in the snow, mate, messed up with my rag gloves, right? And I'm gonna put a link to that video in the description again for you, right? Poor mate, I didn't take these. Stupid mistake, right? Now these are my electric hand warmers, right? I'm not gonna start on showing the crack, but basically there's a button at the top that you just hold and press. It'll light up. There's 3 settings: warm, very warm, and melt your fingers off warm, right? These are brilliant, right? I wish I had them last time because when you're cold, you put them on for a little bit, you just nip them with your hands, oh, and the feeling comes back so quick. Brilliant, right? I want to tell you another trick for these as well. Once you've got everything set up, your tent set up, and your DOS bags out, your sleeping bags out, on your sleeping pad, right? Turn them on, right? Leave them on, and just whack them in your sleeping bag for 20 minutes, half an hour, right? Yeah, it's like putting a hot water bottle in your sleeping bag, right? So hand warmers, sleeping bag warmer, mini hot water bottle substitute, right? I think that's that pocket on that side there. There it is, right? Other side here, as you've seen already, right now, I'll plan my routes, right, because I've got 1 litre of water in here. Typically for me, I can't get away with that, right, on an overnighter, but I'll drink a lot going in. So what I'll do is I'll try and plan, if I'm taking this kind of load out, I'll try and plan the best I can anyway, my route, where there's at least a water source so I can fill this up. This is my Catadine 1 litre B-free water filter. I love it, superb, one of my favourite bits of kit. You know, I can fill that up and I've got water on hand at all times. Now typically what I'll do is I'll leave this full up, ready for when I get to the campsite. So that's for my brews, my Robert Downey Bruniers, my bit of scran for the man, you know, and I'll use this, fill it up in the stream or whatever, turn, and just neck it on the way in to make sure I'm staying hydrated. Obviously I'll have a bottle of water in the car before I get there anyway, alright? So extra water filter, right? Then I've got the actual water bottle, right? And with the water bottle, that's a 1 litre water bottle. This is a 1 litre water bottle, right? Then in here with it as well, I've also got me 750 Tom Shoe titanium mug, right? They just nest together like that, right? Lovely little bits of kit there, right? I've also got my lid for the Tom Shoe, right? That just goes on when I'm boiling water so it's more efficient. I've got Secret Summit X mug. It's covered in leaves. It is clean. I always clean my stuff when I come back, but that's just come out the bottom of the backpack there. So X mug, right? That's my little cup. That's what I'll use there. And I've got my windshield, right, which clicks around the actual gas bottle, and my little burner, my BRS 3000 titanium, which I'll show you in a bit, right? So there's partial, well, pretty much that's my boiling water and cook kit, all right, with the rest of the kit that I've got there. Right, now, important when you get there as well, right, I've told you I've got this kit here. Now, so I want to be walking in my waterproof jacket, like I said, my gloves and my hat, so extra warm kit when I get there is there. Like I said, 90% of the time these are coming off and they're going in my pockets, right? But what I also have in my pocket as well, when I'm walking at all times, right? So I've got extra calories, right? I've got like a little trail bag full of candies, sweets, nuts, etc. Right? That'll go there, right? And I've always got some toilet paper and waterproofed in a little plastic bag at all times, because you never know when you're going to have to drop off a chocolate baguette, do you? All right, so trail mix and toilet roll, right? That's always going to be sitting in my waterproof jacket, okay, right? So when I get, obviously, once I get there, I'm going to need warm kit, right? All this stuff's going to come off, and I'll show you in a second, right? When I open the bag up, I'll have a separate warm base layer in here as well, a dry base layer, merino wool. I take that with us. It's just a Mountain House, wasn't expensive. I think it's a merino blend, but I'll take that, or I'll take one of my more expensive merino ones. This comes off, whatever base layer I'm wearing to walk in comes off, right? I'll probably use a little bit of water just to wash my pits down. All right, make sure that I'm not stinging, right? I'll get my warm top on, right? My warm top will go straight on. And once I've got that on, this badge is coming straight on, and that's just back in the front pocket, right? The front pocket there. That's me down, my rab down jacket, right? This is a little bit of kit. I'm not getting cold in that, right? So I'll have my base there, merino wool. This, I'll be melting in that already, melting John, right? If I do need a little bit more, then I'll whack over the top of that my waterproof jacket as well, right? And I promise you, I'm not going to be cold in that, right? That's the layering system used effectively, right? In the front, the zip pocket in here, what I've got is my pillow, right? My Trekology inflatable pillow, right? That obviously just crushes down to next to nothing in there. What's in there, right? There's the pillow, Trekology pillow. And you just pump it up, blow it up on there, there's your pillow, right? In your cover, I think in here as well. So I've also got a little kneeling pad, Highlander kneeling pad. You know, I hate, once I do get into my actual tent and I'm starting to dry off and get sorted and comfortable, I hate having to put my hands on my knees into the cool wet ground again and get mucky in that, right? So I use this, it's basically just an inflatable knee hand pad, right? Again, Highlander, I love this. Brilliant little bit of kit. You can use this as a seating pad as well if you want to. Alright, it is actually officially a seating pad, but I use it for kneeling on in my hands. And again, that just blows up. There you go, you've got a knee pad, right? And that's it for in there, right? Now, in this next pocket, this next outer pocket here, I'm full of stuff as well, right? So I've got some strand, right? So I've got one mug shot in there, right? I've also got some beef jerky, right? So proteins, calories, warm meal, right? Warm meal, right? To warm us up once I get into camp and start getting settled. My gas to go with my cook set, alright? My lighter as well, right? That's my lighter, and there it is, my little BRS stove. I've done a review on this. This is an excellent little bit of kit. I absolutely love this. You know, if you haven't got one of these and you're trying to get your weight down, you need to check it out. You need to go and get one of these. These are absolutely superb, like brilliant little bit of kit. You know, it folds out. It's a bit just like the cheaper version, really, of the MSR pocket rocket, if you like. You know, I'm doing here. It just pops out like that. Screws on top of your gas as normal. You know, if you've never seen one before. But I I've got a review on this, so I'll leave that in the link for you as well. So that now was my full cook set out and a warm meal, all right, and some snacks for you as well. Bear in mind that I've also got the trail mix as well for extra calories on the way. Right, I'm not going to be hungry, but I've got a spare lighter there. All right, a spare lighter there. Oh, I've even got the extra little, I forgot what that's called, the little groundy bit off the water pools. Right, I told you this would be one take, so you got to forgive the mistakes. Silver emergency blanket, that's for my ground sheet. Again, I'll put a link to the video where I'm using this exact kit. I'm not using this backpack in that video only because I took more drink, I took more cans, right? If I hadn't, I would have just used this, right? But the same sleep system, the same shelter, all this kit you will see in that video. I used the jet boil instead of that, but it will fit where that fits, no different whatsoever, all right? Silver blanket to line the bottom of your tent, they work. Anybody tells you that doesn't work, they're not speaking from experience, they're a lunatic, right? They work, they're outstanding, they keep the heat out, they keep the heat from your body in the tent, and creating a much warmer micro environment, and they push the cold out. They're superb. I never go camping without any time of the year. Head torch, mate. Head torch. Let me head torch on there. All right. Head torch. Gotta have a head torch at all times. That's in there as well. Head torch, right? Drinks, warm drinks, mate. Loads of warm drinks. Flipping egg, right? Not just one or two warm drinks in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7 warm drinks. I'm never going to need all of them. Put them there if I do want them, right? 8. Knife, fork and spoon, mate. That's in there, right? A couple of waterproof bags if I need them for anything. I always like to keep a couple of spares, right? Knife, fork and spoon, wrap up still in there. Knife, fork and spoon, right? That's in that little front pocket as well, mate. Right, what I've also got here, like I said, if I can get this out, more coffee, more warm drinks. I've got all sorts in here. Torch. Any batteries in that torch, but there's a torch as well. I'm glad I took that out. Pencil sharpener, if I'm going to be somewhere where there's wood, I can use it to make a little fire in emergencies, right? I keep that in there as well. You just shave the wood with it, and because I wear contact lenses, spare contact lenses for in the morning, right? Sound, right here, and then in the other side here, like I said, if the watch fails, if the phone fails, there's my military grade silver compass made, all right? And that's everything for that front pocket. Okay, that's everything in that one. So what we'll do, we'll move into the main compartment. I probably should have laid this out a lot tidier and flatter for you, but what's the point? I'm showing you as it comes out in real time. Like I said, I'm not stopping for anything. There's the dry base layer, right? Merino wool dry base layer to go with my warm jacket, right? Sweaty walking base layer off on the side that can dry in the tent. Warm one on, warm jacket on. Right, if I need extra layers, I'll put that waterproof jacket on. But promises when I'm in my tent in that micro environment, when I've been cooking a brew and the stove's been on for 5 minutes or so, you know, even with a little bit of air in there, so to stop any fumes, I'm still going to be loads warmer. I'll be sweating. I'll probably have to take that jacket off or at least unzip it right down, right? Baby bag, my baby bag is in there. All right, that's a full baby bag. Right, I can't bother to take that all off, but that's a snug pack baby. And like I said, obviously you can go and you can see this loadout in action in the video that I'm going to put down below, where I use this exact tent that I'm going to be showing you in a minute, and this exact sleeping system. You will be able to see this in action as proof it works. Climate Static V Insulated Recon, right? It's the insulated version, it's not the smallest version, but that's in there, mate. That's in there as well. You've seen us pull it out, mate. You've seen us pull it out, right? Mixed reviews on that, mate. I like it. Some people say it's gone down on them a lot. The problem is when it goes down, it's normally because you haven't clicked the blue, the inflating and the deflating part of the actual sleeping pad itself flips over. It flips over, and if you don't secure that and click it into place properly, it will go down. And that happened to me once, but I learned a lesson and it never happened again. Sleeping pad, insulated sleeping pad. Clean, dry, warm socks to go in my warm kit once from there. Boots off, wet socks off, getting them dried up on the side of the tent, you know, along with my base layer top as well. Clean, warm socks on, warm kit, right? Down boots, mate, down boots as well, down boots. Once the socks are on, get these on as well, nice and warm, right? Lovely and warm. So I'm not having cold feet, I'm not having cold hands, I'm not having a cold head because I've got my woolly hat as well. I've got my jacket to keep us warm. Your extremities are the main things, your feet, your hands and your head. That's where you're going to lose all the heat from if you're going to lose it, mate. It's the most important part. If everything else is covered up, worst comes to worst, I mean, I told you these pants, these dry out so fast, that's why I wear them, right? Super quick. 5-10 minutes, 15 minutes at the most in my tent with the brew kit on the go and all that. These will be dry, mate, off my body heat or neighbours, damn it. And if they're not, I can take them off for 5 or 10 minutes and get in my down sleeping bag and warm myself up like that with the rest of the kit. I'm not being cold and a winter, mate. I'm be warm, I'm be comfortable, I'm gonna be sorted, right? Tent itself, mate. Lanshan 1, right? People might laugh and go, "Really? Are you off your lips, mate?" The Lanshan 1 is now a 4-season tent. Rubbish, mate. Rubbish, mate. Watch the video in the link. Superb tent, mate. Lethal. Lethal. And I'm not talking about little bits of snow, mate. There's like 2-3 foot of snow, mate, in a whiteout blizzard in the middle of the Lake District at a ton. Go and check the video out down there, see it for yourself in action, alright? And what we've got here, last but not least as well, is my dosh bag, like I said, my down dosh bag. This is my black snow sleeping bag, right? And that's meant to be good down to -3 degrees, right? I love this bit of kit, mate. It costs us about 90 quid. Costs us about 90 quid, right? And that's one of the best things I've ever bought. You know, I've got a massive Rab Ascent 900, but it takes up loads of space. That you're not getting that into a pack like this, not a chance. but this pushes down to next to nothing, mate. I leave it out of the actual stuff sack, I just push it in the bag so I can shape it around the bottom. And you just seen it fits in there, no bubble whatsoever. Alright, and then obviously my bivvy goes over that because I'm using the Lancashire one, right? So Lancashire one, it's notorious in bad weather like that because you're going to have to drop the sides. Again, watch the video to see all this in action, right? You have to drop the sides, so you're going to, there's no way you're not getting some level of condensation. And you see I did in that video, but you got your bivvy over your down bag, you're still protected. Again, more layering system, it keeps you even warmer, it helps trap your body heat in, you're nice and warm. Alright, so what we've got there, right? Insulate, let's start like this, right? This is how we'll go. So your silver mat will go on the bottom, your insulated sleeping pad will then go in there, your dust bag goes inside your bivvy bag, right? And then it goes on top of both of them, right? You're not cold, mate. You're not cold, right? That's everything that's in the pack, right? Tent shelter, right? Obviously I've got my walking pole. It's a poleless tent. I've got my walking poles because I'm walking with my walking poles for extra grip and stability anyway, right? So I've got them as well, pump, right? Cooking kit is all there, meals are all there, right? I've even got the luxury of having a kneeling pad and a sitting pad, right? I've got my pillar. My pillar goes with that, alright? So I've got my pillar to keep the sorted as well, covered. Oh, and I'll tell you what else I've got as well. I told you that I had my toilet roll. I've got my shovel. I always have my shovel as well. So shovel, poo kit, whatever you want to call it, chocolate get kit. And because I've got a bad back, right, I always have to have a chair as well. Now, there's a chair even in this kit. Look at that. Check it out, mate. This is just my little tiny fold out chair, but it's wicked. This little chair is so good. It packs down to nothing. Look at that, man. Look. It's like against a bottle of wine. It's tiny, mate, right? You just get it like that, right? Full straight out like this. Where's me thinking that? Pops out like that. Let it go like that. Slots in. Clicks in like that. Don't want to take what we've done here. I've got this the wrong way around. Like twisted this a little bit too much, I think. Oh, there you go. One there like that. And that's it there. And then pull it out like that, mate. Right? I'm a fat lad. I'm 16 stone. Pulled out there, right? I'm 16 stone of pure muscle, mate. Not, right? But there you go. Now I've got a chair as well. So I'm comfortable. Right? I can sit out the front. I can make a brew. I can have a brew. Right? I can chill. I can cook. I can do what I want, right? So there you go, right? That is the full winter loadout. Proven, right? Effective as well, right? In a 20 litre day sack. The Osprey Daylight Plus, right? I did that in one take, warts and all mistakes as promised, right? So you can see it all coming out. So you know it fits, it's legit, it's a real deal, right? Anyone's got any questions about how effective it is, like I said, please go and check the video down in the description. It's a link to where I used this exact kit, this exact tent, this exact seating system. This, I did use a different wrap jacket, but it's just because that's a newer. I bought a new one just to save a bit more space. And the only reason I didn't use that backpack is because I took more drink. I took loads of Candelorians for me and my mate Brian who was on the camp with us. Alright, so there you go. Paul Messner did a 22 litre normal wild camping video. I did a 20 litre winter loadout wild camping video. So to all the haters, I'm not gonna do anything disrespectful. Thanks for watching the Great Raimondo Outdoors. Till the next time, see you in a bit.